28-year-old is in custody, and this is just the latest in his legal troubles. He's scheduled to appear in a Baltimore Circuit Court.
Gervonta Davis walked out earlier today. That's after a judge gave him a $1,000 bond. Davis was scheduled to headline a boxing match next week in Washington, D.C. It's unknown if that's going to happen.
Why you retiring?
Trash. What changed? What made you? Trash. God.
John Davis's career is over after a shocking downfall. Once a dominant force in boxing, his latest controversy or setback has marked the end. Fans are disappointed, and his future looks uncertain. Tank Davis destroyed his career by announcing retirement at such a young age. Fans are shocked, wondering why he'd walk away in his prime. With so much potential left, his decision leaves many questions.
25 is after next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
You're out of it?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
Jan Davis, known as Tank, embarked on his professional boxing journey on February 22nd, 2013. At the tender age of 18, his debut fight against Daisy Williams at the D.C. Armory in Washington, D.C., and ended in a first-round knockout victory, signaling the arrival of a promising new talent in the boxing.
Give me the hand. I'll catch your hand. Good. Catch it again. Good. Make sure you catch the hand, man. I won't cut it.
You want up? Want up? Same fight night? You fighting that?
I don't think so. Talk around right. You roll in front of you. Roll and bring you on for a whistle. Ooh, bring it. Get in there. You got step over. There you go. Go ahead. Go ahead. Slow right over there.
To fully commit to his boxing aspirations, Davis made the difficult decision to drop out of school, recognizing the importance of education. He later earned his GED, demonstrating his dedication not only to the sport, but also to personal growth and development.
I went back to school. That's for me. So when I went back to school, because I dropped out because I was missing a lot of days because I was in tournaments and stuff like that, or I was fighting when I'm not in tournaments, and then it started pushing me more away from school.
In the early stages of his career, Davis benefited from the mentorship and support of established boxing figures like Adrian Broner. Broner's connections and influence in the boxing community provided Davis with valuable exposure and opportunities, helping to elevate his profile in the competitive world of professional boxing.
My brother, and I see something, I'm gonna call and check up on you, see if everything right, or if it ain't right and I feel like you should be over here, I'm gonna let you know. And that's just all it was. That's my baby brother. You know, he called and shit. That's what it was. And now we here.
Is y'all relationship the same in that way? Like, cause Calvin said that yesterday too. He was like that. There was a point where he was like, when Tank first got around you, he didn't want to leave. He was like, we had to track Tank down. Like, yo, where the fuck is he? Why he don't want to come back? Is it still that same type of energy?
Of course.
Like with y'all?
Hell yeah.
Cause I'm just saying, like, now that Tank is like the face of boxing, right? So sometimes, you know, when a nigga gets some clout and they get some money, it's like shit changed.
See, one thing about him, why I respect him so much, because even though he's where he at right now in the sport and in the cash cow of the sport right now, he still look at me as big bro. He still look at me as big bro, and he still respect me as big bro, and our relationship.
Another pivotal figure in Davis's career was the legendary Floyd Mayweather Jr. Mayweather took Davis under his wing, offering guidance and support that extended beyond the ring. Their relationship was so close that Davis referred to Mayweather as a big brother. In a gesture of this bond, Mayweather gifted Davis a $60,000 Jeep, symbolizing their strong connection and Mayweather's investment in Davis's success.
I was out eating, so he called me. He always told me he was going to give me a car and stuff like that, give me a place and all that. But
he had a lot going on, you know, and I wasn't rushing him because I knew he had a lot going on. So this particular day, he just called me. I was out eating. So he called me and was like, I'm about to have someone to pick you up. Just be ready. So I was out eating. So I was like, okay, I'm ready now. So they came pick me up. Then he took me to the dealership. So he let me test drive this, and he also let me test drive a Charger. The Charger was too fast, and he was like, everybody at the gym have them.
That's true, they do.
Yeah, he was like, we want to get you something different. So.
Well, you're from Baltimore. You need a Jeep on the streets of Baltimore.
Yeah.
I've watched the news.
Yeah.
What did they say back home when everybody saw the story that Floyd Mayweather bought you a very expensive car?
Not only did he buy my expensive car, he took me in.
Took you interest in you and your career, yeah?
Yeah, as a fighter, also as Floyd old enough to be my son, so I wouldn't say a big brother. So he like a father figure and stuff like that. He took me in, and you know he been treating me good since I knew him. You know he been not only in the boxing, like working with me on boxing. He showed me like the business side and all that type stuff, and he showed me a lot, and I appreciate him and I love him forever.
From the very beginning, Coach Calvin Ford has been a cornerstone in Davis's boxing journey, serving as his trainer and mentor. Ford's consistent guidance and coaching have been instrumental in shaping Davis into the formidable boxer he is today. Their enduring partnership stands as a testament to the importance of trust and loyalty in achieving long-term success in sports well-being, as well as your boxing progress. Who you have been invested with from the outset, Tank, has been with Coach Calvin.
Well-being as well as your boxing progress, who you have been invested with from the outset. Tank has been with Coach Calvin Ford since he was, I think 8 or 9, which is crazy. And the relationship that those two have is an enormous factor. Tank trusts Coach Calvin to give him the right advice, and that has been proven to be a good position, a good place to put your trust, because as of yet, he hasn't given any bad advice. He's very calm in the corner. He knows when to tell Tank to turn it up. He gives him understandable advice, and he gives him very simple advice in the corner. At the gym, he obviously works him hard. He gets the best out of him.
Ford, since he was, I think 8 or 9, which is crazy. The relationship that those do have is an enormous factor. Tank trusts a Coach Calvin to give him the right advice. And that has been proven to be a good position, a good place to put your trust, because as of yet, he hasn't given any bad advice. He's very calm in the corner. He knows when to tell Tank to turn it up. He gives him understandable advice, and he gives him very simple advice in the corner I'm at. The gym, he obviously works him hard. He gets the best out of him. The year 2024 marked a significant high point in Davis's career. His performances in the ring captivated audiences, and his popularity.
When he fought Isaac Cruz, he was 25-0, and he fought that little dude, that little pit bull coming at him all the time. And I mean, the movement, the boxing skills, that to me was the moment that Gervonta Davis hit the scene, and I said, yo, this is one of the best fighters in the world. When did you know he was one of the best fighters in the world?
Like, right even there. In the fight, I knew that I had him.
I mean, everybody knew.
No, but people didn't know, like, he actually can hit, like, when his punches was, like hard.
You felt it?
Yes.
Was he the strongest punch you think you ever felt?
Facts.
Really?
Yeah.
Soared to new heights, Davis's combination of power, speed, and charisma endeared him to fans worldwide, solidifying his status as one of boxing's most exciting talents, despite his success opinions about Davis's standing in the boxing world. Some critics argue that he is overrated by casual fans who may not fully grasp the sport's intricacies, while others believe he is underrated by boxing purists who recognize the depth of his skill set. When he fought Isaac Cruz, he was 25-0, and he fought that little dude that little pit bull coming at him all the time. And I mean the movement, the boxing skills, that to me was the moment that Gervonta Davis hit the scene. And I said, yo, this is one of the best fighters in the world. When did you know?
Want to see, on whether it's on social media, whether it's the comments that are being made by both men. Gervonta Davis reacted to, Floyd Mayweather explaining why he did a press conference on the same day that, Gervonta had a press conference, and he said they offered him $1 million. for that particular press conference, and Michael Benson reported this, and Gervonta Davis quoted the tweet and said "lol" on top of it, because Gervonta Davis apparently was quoted saying that it doesn't matter how much money a man has, he can still be jealous. Like, why Floyd would be jealous of Gervonta Davis? You know, Gervonta Davis, I like Gervonta Davis. I think he's a very exciting talent, very good fighter.
In the fight, I knew that I had him. I mean, everybody knew, but people didn't know, like, he actually can hit, like, when his punches was, like hard you felt it. Yes, was he the strongest punch you think you ever felt? Facts. Really, yeah, a point of contention among analysts is the quality of Davis's opponents. Some suggest that his promotional team has strategically selected fights that favor him, limiting his exposure to more formidable challenges to truly cement his legacy critics advocate for. Davis to face champions in other divisions, particularly those in the 135 pounds and 140 pounds weight classes, thereby proving his mettle against the best in the sport. All right, hey guys, Adriana Jens join. Here with two-time and current WBA super featherweight champion Gervonta "Tank" Davis Dante, just a couple days away from headlining your first U.S.-based card against Yugur, originally against Abnar, who we wish a speedy recovery. How excited are you to get inside the ring and give us a great show? I'm very excited, just to be back, just to be back in the ring, give my fans a great get-even. The fans all over a great show that's tuning in on Showtime, I believe. That I will have a great performance. I don't think I have a lot of ring rush, but hopefully a Hugo can come in, living up to his word. And I live up to my word. And we would give on him a great show. We know that Hugo has been pretty vocal saying that he wants that knockout, that he wants to knock you out. But, we know that you're very confident in what you bring. What kind of a fight can we expect? Action-packed fight. Off of what? He's saying, he's saying that he coming in to knock me out. So he have to bring action, he had to do that. So I'm ready at training camp and going great. Davis's interactions with fans and the media have also come under scrutiny. His use of enthusiastic, sometimes polarizing language when discussing other fights has been labeled as fanboy behavior by some observers. He goddamn, as here in an interview Janta. Tank Davis confidently criticized Frank Martin's skills, pointing out flaws in his defense, offense, and overall technique. He dismissed Martin's power, saying it wasn't anything special. Tank argued that Martin lacks proper defensive movement, highlighting that he never truly slips punches, but instead backs away and moves around without solid technique. Sure, you think that's going to be your hardest fight? Hell no, and wow, cause he a good boxer. __. Like, that's one way I look at y'all two as the best in the division. How show me something that he did as piece, show me something that he did outrageous, show me with not outrageous. His what defense, you think he got defense. He just jump, you never see him slip. No punch, you never see him slip. No punch, go look at it, you see him back up. From a lot of people back up, move around, he don't got no technique. And his offense is the same thing if go look at his fights game hold. But you feel like it's easy work though, you like, come on bro, yeah be alright, touched him. With 6-0-16-0 gloves on M, and he ran imagine if I hit him with 8-0. The guy is here too. What guy? The one that was there? No, the one that he spared me. The one that he fought. Oh, Edwin. Yeah, you seen him? Yeah, I seen Ed. Yeah, I saw Edwin in here. Tell him rematch that guy. Now, if he beat him, then there you go. We can get on. Okay, I guarantee you won't fight that guy again. Oh, yeah, I guarantee you. Okay. All right. Listen, I thought one of the other things that was interesting. Them 6 or 7 fights. I saw the dude. Turkey Alesic, he's one of guys now, he doing different stuff. In boxing, the Turkish dude that put the Saudi Arabian cars, he said, yo Tank, come over here. He was like, yo, you need send 2 Ferraris. Before even following his victory over Frank Martin, Davis confidently called out esteemed fighters like Vasil Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson, declaring his desire to face them. All this assertiveness reflects his pride in his abilities and his eagerness to take on top-tier competition, signaling his intent to further establish his dominance in the boxing world. When he fought Isaac Cruz, he was 25-0, and he fought that little dude, that little pit bull coming at him all the time, and I mean the movement, the boxing skills. That to me was the moment that Gervonta Davis hit the scene, and I said, yo, this is one of the best fighters in the world. When did you know he was one of the best fighters in the world? Like, even in the fight I knew that I had him. I mean, everybody knew no, but people didn't know, like, he actually could hit, like, when his punches was like hard you felt it. Was he the strongest punch you think you ever felt? Facts. Really, yeah, with Davis's remarkable achievements and rising fame, he has also encountered the accompanying challenges of success, the increased scrutiny, criticism, and pressure that come with being in the spotlight. have introduced new stressors, testing his resilience and ability to navigate the complexities of a high-profile career the best. Ones out there is what they don't know get less respect for, but one of the best ones out there now is mouth a little different. You know what I'm saying? He's a different kind of character, because that's where he from. But he's really one of the pound the best ones of the crew. And I'm telling you why he's the best one of the crew. To me, he can punch. But he also can box. You see me, something that can box, can't punch. Something that can punch, can't box, he can. Box, he can punch, he can move lally, he can do a left side, right side. He can do whatever he need to do as a southpaw to get the job done. And that's saying a lot, because not many guys can do that today, as you're going to have some music on that bit. Initially, retirement was not on Davis's radar. However, as he faced various personal and professional challenges, his perspective shifted. He began expressing disillusionment with the sport, referring to boxing as trash and stating that he no longer cares about titles or accolades. This change of heart has led him to consider stepping away from the ring earlier than anticipated. Are you retiring? What change made trash garbage? I don't care about belts. And I don't care about that stuff. I don't care about none of that. That's why I don't want box no more than you start losing your love. I want to do therapy. Right, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. The overwhelming nature of fame and constant attention has taken a toll on Davis. Has become increasingly aggressive and vocal about his desire to retire, emphasizing his need for relaxation and therapy. At a relatively young age, Davis acknowledges the importance of mental health and the necessity of stepping back to focus on his well-being, even if it means leaving the sport he once loved.
He was telling me just stay calm. I always like to listen to Floyd when it comes to big stages like this, because he's the only one that been in my shoes and been like in these type of fights. You know what I mean? So I always try to stay close to Floyd when stuff like this happens. You know what I mean? Just to keep me humble and, you know, like have me on the right track. You know what I mean? So I always appreciate Floyd for being in my corner, having my back. Always, you know what I mean? So it's always be love for Floyd Mayweather.